Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on Mike King here, part of the Mike King Biz Network, ESPN Richmond 106.1, the Choice 105.3, International Business Growth Radio, CW Richmond TV. I am here with El Presidente, Danielle Fitzhugh. This is Chamber Wednesday. Welcome back to the program, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All righty, so, things have changed since last week. Things have changed. So when they talk about my name, I want some people to put some respect on my name.
You passed. What's past the come up? What's past that?
I don't know, but I didn't hit
there.
I hit the come up. Yes, on the mic with Mike, voted Chesterfield Chambers Small Business of the Year.
Of the year.
All righty, ma'am. Really, so I had to get that out of the way because I was about ready to explode.
I know you were.
That was a long walk from that seat to go.
I was thinking people were going to do like a Price is Right run. Hands cheering.
No,
but people were cheering. We got it on video.
People were cheering. I'm just like, ooh, okay. All righty. Really quickly. All right, so let's get the Chesterfield Chamber pitch out the way.
Yeah, so the Chesterfield Chamber is an association made up of businesses and leaders throughout the region, and throughout the region is real. So if your business wants to meet businesses in Chesterfield, or your business is doing business in Chesterfield, there's no better place to do it than with the Chesterfield Chamber. We don't network, we build relationships so that you can build your checking accounts.
You know what? And if there's ever a poster child for that, it's me. Really, I knew some people. My brand was known, and I live in Henrico.
I know. I listen to your ad spill, sponsor spill. I'm like chamber member.
And I'm just like, but really going to the Chesterfield Chamber took it to that next level. So it's like you don't have to be located in Chesterfield to live in Chesterfield to do business and really feel the power of the Chesterfield Chamber.
That's right.
Talk about what that really means.
Yeah, I mean, we have many businesses that I would say are located outside of the Chesterfield County lines. Business travels across bridges and roads and highways
every day.
I mean, now it's the internet highway, right, to do business. So you're not locked by borders. It's not the old town feel of you drive in on the wagon and do business right there at the little shop. You can do business everywhere. And so Chesterfield's buying power is significant. We are the largest locality in our Richmond MSA. The largest locality in our Richmond MSA by population. We have 360-some thousand residents. We have 65,000 students, and our home buying power is significant. We've saw that over the last several years. And so people realize that. And so they want to do business where the buying power is.
One of the things, you just wrapped up the gala. Shout out to all the folks, the team who put that event together. It was outstanding. And it's not just that, you also get leadership of the county and the area who were there representing.
Yeah, they were all there.
They were there.
Shout out to all of our county, local, state, and federal officials that were there on last Thursday. It was a fantastic event.
It was.
Shout out to Nina Whittleton with Classic Party Rental.
She's rather low key.
She is.
She's rather low key.
Yeah.
But she really knows. That is her element.
That is her element.
Really make something. It becomes it becomes what it is. It's a gala.
That's exactly right.
It's an event.
That's exactly right. And shout out to Erica Baez and Brett West. Erica Baez with
I didn't know how much of a character.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know. I did not know. So they could host events all the time.
Yes.
Because they were great hosts. And shout out to her running for office as well. So
she actually started our Women's Business Council as a chamber member. So she's a lawyer. She has her own firm, Baez Law Firm, and she actually just finished up her tenure, her 3-year term on our board. But before all of that, when she was working for another practice, she was a volunteer, and she actually came to the chamber and said, "Hey, I think we could do this group."
So to put in something like that, which was a big deal, it takes a lot of volunteers, and I was honored to be nominated. The nominations, the people coming, it just shows the power of the chamber, the membership really being the driving force behind this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that the nominees we had 8 awards on at our gala, and the nominees really was a nominee among friends.
It was.
It really was.
I mean, for people who know me, they know how I feel about Aaron Owens.
Yeah.
About me and AO, he is a good businessman.
He's just a good guy.
He's a good guy. And for me, Tom Childry, the credit card guy, people know how far back I go with Childry.
Exactly.
And here I am in the same category with those two.
You keep good company.
You know what? And a lot of it has Chesterfield ties.
And a lot of it has Chesterfield. So if people listening or viewing would like to have good company, then Chesterfield might be the place to do it.
Chesterfield is the place. So, and on top of that, not only do you have small business wins in the room, you guys got big deals happening in Chesterfield too. This has been a year for Chesterfield economic development.
It is. I mean, of course, Lego put us on the map, but there were many deals before Lego.
And there are ones after.
And there will be many deals after Lego. And really, I had a podcast interview the next morning after the gala, not my best planning moment, but the very next morning. And it'll come out later called Chamber Chat. So stay tuned. And one of the things we talked about was, this theory of whales and dolphins. So Lego, that's the big whale, right?
That is.
But communities are made up of the 75%, 85% dolphins, the spools of small business that really service and help make communities the best places to be. It is the reason that big whales come, because they see a vibrant community. They see a vibrant workforce because of all of those dolphins. And so painting and educating that picture that you need both. You need the small mom and pop, you need all the small businesses, and you need the whales to really have a successful economy like Chesterfield.
A lot of times when people think about the Chamber of Commerce, they think of it on really the extremes, either the whales or the minnows.
Yeah.
There's a lot in the middle there of businesses that are really doing good work. 2 employees, 1 employee, up to 20, 30 in there, employing people, really making a difference and being vibrant in the Chesterfield Chamber.
That's right. The Mike King Show is one of them.
Who would have dunked this? One of Mike Daniel is here.
I do have to say, you had these 2 brilliant siblings,
yes.
Sisters, 12 and 17 entrepreneurs before me. And I got here a little early, so I got to listen to a little bit of their show. And, I'm just so amazed that young people at that age can have an idea, see it from idea to fruition. And we've got grown people that struggle with that. I mean, shout out to their mom for nurturing that creativity. I know I'm going to give a plug for Chesterfield Public Schools. Down at Meadowbrook High School on the southern side of the county. They have a fantastic entrepreneurship and marketing teacher, Miss Tuall. And I don't know if anybody, y'all, if you don't know what Miss Tuall is doing, pouring into these students. So on April 17th, she is having a program at 6:00 that night called Made. And it's 40 students of entrepreneurs that will be selling their stuff April 17th at Meadowbrook High School. So come out and support these young people. My student goes to a different high school, but he's got his own business venture too as a sophomore. But make sure you support
April
17th, 6 to 7:30 at Meadowbrook High School. It's called Made. And I'm assuming Made in Chesterfield, Made at Meadowbrook. And these are all students who have their own business ventures that they're doing. So there'll be stuff there to purchase. You can talk to these young people because they're my next chamber members, right? They're the future. It's not the future workers. These are the future business owners.
You know what? And standing at the event with our man, Mark Bowen, the very low key Mark Bowen, we talked about the idea of the next youth chamber members. When he gets an idea, he's like, whoa, that right there is it. We reach down, whether it's the schools, wherever it is, it's the youth chamber members who are that age.
That's right. That's right. And they're going to have a food truck. So don't worry about, you don't have time to go home and cook. They're going to have the Latin Quarter Kitchen food truck will be there. So you can pick up dinner, visit the booth spaces of the students on the 17th. I hadn't come prepared, but the students, your young people here inspired me that I'm going to just give them a little bit of my time this morning to talk about what they're going to be doing down at Meadowbrook.
Well, can you connect me with the teacher?
I will. She's amazing. We lost her at Elsie Bird. So I was a fan for she went to Meadowbrook. But she was doing amazing
things. She did a
things.
LeBron, took her talents.
She did a LeBron on us. So she was doing amazing things at Elsie Bird, and now she's doing amazing things, continuing to do amazing things at Meadowbrook.
All right, on to Mike Daniel Fitzhugh, Chesterfield Chamber. Okay, really quickly, wrapping up the gala, wrapping up the total campaign.
Yes, we close out this week. So there's still some time. There's still some.
I would think there's not very.
There's not.
There's slim pickings.
There's some pickings left, but we've gotten a few emails like, where should I go? What should I do? So now's the time that we're having a little bit deeper conversations with people on what's the best place for them. We have an opportunity out there.
There's an opportunity for you to be a part.
Correct.
So this is the second year you've done it like this.
The third
year. Okay. Are people starting to get it? Like, I got to be in on this at the beginning.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yes, because I didn't know. You were here a month ago, saying that the campaign starts to figure out where you want to put your marketing dollars. And I came to you a couple weeks later and said, what happened?
Yeah.
I go to look and stuff is sold out.
Stuff is sold out.
Some zeros. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, it's like, wow. So people don't realize. Explain to the listeners one last time what we're closing out and what that means.
So we work with businesses to get their message in front of their target audience. So we do it through a campaign for a direct period, through the confined period during the year. And that's happening now. So if you want to work your marketing dollars to the highest advantage, contact us this week. Don't go home on Friday and forget.
Because you'll
be late.
You'll be late, and then you'll be looking like me, like what happened. So clearly, I could not get the gala sponsorship of Mark Bowens. He clearly let me know that is not happening.
Nope.
That is our place.
Yeah,
he is the fun guy. It fits him and his organization.
It does.
But there's something there for everyone.
There is. I mean, I was talking to a member this morning about our Business Solutions Summit for next year. They are in the education space, working with businesses. It makes sense to be there. We also talked about, some women, we do Women Business Council socials. We've got our luncheon coming up this week with Dr. Danny on the 30th. So don't miss that. But we do socials for our Women's Business Council as well. They're always well attended. So we talked about those are her audiences because of the type of work that they do. So we talk about it's not, I've got stuff to sell and we need you to buy it. It's really about helping the businesses grow their market share.
And that is a real shift right there.
It is.
Because before it's like, I'm selling you something that you need to buy. This one is, I have the audience that you need to get in front of, and this is it.
If you miss it, I've got volunteers that are sending contracts over, and the contract does not guarantee the purchase. The signature guarantees.
That's why you're on me.
That's why I'm on you. Like,
you better go ahead and sign this, because you'll be out there looking like a sad sack.
That's right. It's like,
so mine is the legislative.
Yes. So it's coming up in the fall.
I like that. It keeps me into the political side and understanding that part of it.
Right. And that's our thank you event. So that's a little bit different. So we invite all of the current standing officials. Thank you for your service. I mean, they've got a hard job. It is not for the weak at heart. And so this is really a low intensity. It comes after election. So they're out of that campaign mind frame, and this is a heavy Chesterfield campaign season this year. So this will be after November's general election. And then I think you're also interested doing the primary event this year. That's going to be hot.
That is gonna be hot.
I'm
And there's gonna
having
be a
to
lot
look
of
at larger,
interest.
location.
There's a lot of interest in that because, as you say, politics are local and they impact business.
Yeah,
But like you say, when the election is over,
you got to get to work. You have to get to work, and you have to work with all.
there you go. Danielle's here with us. What else is new and exciting? What else is upcoming with the chamber?
Yeah, so I mentioned the November, you got me at general election already. March 30th luncheon with Dr. Danny from the Women's Business Center. We love having her. A good dear friend of mine. She's going to be there, and she's going to be at the 4 Point Sheridan right here in Midlothian. And then second Wednesday of the month is our signature luncheon. And our
you got my man is Shane.
Do you know Shane?
I
don't even know Shane, but he's going to talk about how to get into the minds of your customer.
Yeah, because he's good at that. Plus, he's a magician too.
Oh, okay.
So he's a character. He will be entertaining.
So I might have needed to know how to get in the minds of my customers before we did our resource campaign, but he's going to share it with our membership at our second Wednesday luncheon in April.
For people who don't know, that is all right. So I was there with Noble Fitness.
Yeah, with Ty.
Good Ty. And he was talking about, he really has built his thing on the lunches.
Yes.
He's like, I'd never miss them. And he says, look, he was a winner.
Yeah, and if you watch any of Ty's videos or Instagram reels, you'll see some familiar Chesterfield Chamber.
Always, it's a cast of characters.
It's cast of members
and he is always at all of the events. He really has worked the chamber, and it's helped his business. So shout out to him and all the winners who are out there. So shout out to them, really. And once again, thank you. You really have helped my career with this radio thing. You created a monster. Thank you very much. Thank you. On the mic, Mike Danielle's here. How can people find you guys out there?
Yeah, you can find us online at chesterfieldchamber.com. You can find us on all social media at Chesterfield Chamber VA.
There you go. Danielle Fitzhugh. Madam, thank you. On the mic of Mike, we are the best business radio. And now you guys, the chamber's going to be here every week.
We're going to be every week starting April.
Every week.
Next week.
So we're taking.
I'm going to have to hold some things back from our listeners because
next week.
Because you'll see me all the time.
That's right.
But I'm going to bring some guests. We're going to have my own little cast of a band of characters with us.
And we know some characters.
We do. So we're going to start bringing some people in.
The Chesterfield Chamber, ladies and gentlemen, I am 63 years old. I've been to a lot of parties and galas in my life. I've never seen a man come out of his shoes.
That's when you know the party is good.
That's when you know the party is good.
When you know the party is good.
Danielle Fitzhugh.
There may be a video of it somewhere. There is a video of it.
Danielle Fitzhugh is throwing a party where men take off their shoes so they can have a good time. Nothing's better than that. On the mic, Mike, we got to run. Take care.